Yo, 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 what up, guys? So I got a new play here that I actually just entered yesterday. This was something that this is actually a biotech stock. I heard it from the Benzinga show. I don't know if anyone watches that on YouTube, but I listen to that every day about stocks and stuff. And this is where I heard it from, and I did some TA on it myself before I decided to enter once they mentioned it. So, there was, I don't remember if it's Macy something or what her name is, but she's very into the biotech industry. And she was very bullish on this stock. And she said that there's a lot of big money that's in this thing. And they really feel it's very, very undervalued. And it should. I didn't do any research on the company or anything, but I just looked at the charts to see what was going on. So, where we're at right now is you can see this massive green box, which, this is covering a lot of price action at once. But obviously, I could do 1,000 green box in between, and, this is support, blah, 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 and whole lifespan. But I don't really care too much for that right now. My main concern is this $10 level being held as support from here on out. Now, of course, I entered some on this what I perceive as a pattern retest. Now, it was in a bull flag here or bull pennant, and we have a breakout. Depending on if you go from here to here, I'm going to go from there, and you have a breakout target from this point up to 1450. So it had a breakout, but was it a fake breakout? I don't know. I don't think so. But what I was told, because it was down like 15% yesterday, was that the Wall Street bet people decided to do some type of short squeeze action, and it got a lot of people to pump this thing. So obviously that's not a good thing in that sense, and it caused this big pump and dump, right? But it also got the attention of a lot of people, which could be a good thing. But I don't believe that this is like something that needs to be short squeezed or shorted or anything like that. I mean, there's no reason for any of that if you think about it. Like, why would we be shorting this thing? Except for the fact that maybe because it was at this potential old resistance here. But needless to say, it blasted it out. And honestly, it might have helped it because now we just blasted through with a lot of momentum through this resistance. So if we can turn this resistance into newfound support, then we can be looking for something massive out of this thing. Would I suggest entering it today at $11? I would not say anything of that sort. I personally would be looking for some buy zones in this $10 range to as high as 10.12. I entered at 10.40. I got like 90 shares. And I have my stop loss where it needs to be. And I am going to see if I can get some more price action out of this. It does look to be doing good pre-market. It does look like we got some good buying pressure here. And, who knows? It could come back up into this range and get another massive sell-off, a double top of some sort, you know what I mean? Come back down and do something like this, who knows? For now, I don't know. I'm going to wait and see how we look when we get up in this, if we get up in this, any of this range. But for now, I'm in this play. I was thinking about doing a long play on it, but seeing that the potential resistance or support is around like $10, I don't know if I want to be down 80 or 90 bucks to just long it and then buy more here. So I don't know how I'm going to play this yet. I might put a stop loss of some sort around somewhere in this range, 1030, something like that. But just know that as of right now, we are getting a bounce. We could be having another pump up. Not too sure yet how I feel. I mean, I am up $120 right now pre-market, but will it hold? I don't know. 1037's been great support as of right now. But I am looking for this at least to consolidate in this range or blast up ahead of time and come back down and retest the support. I don't know. But either way, keep this one on your radar, guys, because if you do notice in a couple days or so that it has been holding this support, because as you see, we had this daily blast off. We did potentially have this retest here, but I still believe that we would bounce in here for some time and flag out of some sort before actually breaking up to higher highs. So it's not like something to jump right in now. I bet we'll get some type of correction, whether it's a bull flag or a falling wedge, that will eventually touch this line and decide if it can hold or not. So if you were going to play this, your entry price would be around $10. And if you wanted to enter in this 1037 area, you could. You would just have to have your stop loss way down here at like 986 or so. And if you entered here at like the $10 range, you would want to put your stop loss somewhere in this 974 area, I would say, something like that. But just keep this one on your radar. You know, we're up here a little bit in this overextended area. It has came up a lot higher in the past. But, just know that we could eventually have some type of correction that brings us to do something like that. So, that $10 range should be that spot you want to eye. But you don't want to just buy it as soon as you see it at $10. You want to make sure that, excuse me, make sure that it's going to hold that as support. And then you would put a long in, and then you could long this thing for who knows how high it could actually go. I'm not doing any, further analysis on that yet. But for now, I am eyeing that. I am eyeing somewhere in this level for a potential. My long position is probably going to be up to somewhere in this point, and then I'm going to see where it's going to go from there. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I wanted to keep you guys in the loop that this was another play I'm looking at. So I'm watching for this thing to hold this $10 level, and that's going to be huge. And as of right now, it's doing a decent job, but, this is only in the hourly, but obviously you see we are holding it, and we're getting a bounce from that, so that is a good sign to see. The 4 hourly, we tested it once, roughly. I mean, we didn't even really test it, but it came down to this 10.19, but so anyway, guys, keep this on your radar and look for those price action levels. Like $10 really just looks like it could be good.